We're going to be talking about how to build your trust, how to build trust and credibility with your clients. All right. Hello, Facebook. Look like we're live here. We're good on YouTube as well. All right. So, for those of you, is this your first time seeing my beautiful face in your feed? I am Elise Michelle, your content creator and marketing strategist for coaches. And I'm also the founder of Coaching Business Simplify. And so, this lovely Monday, I'm going to come in and talk to you about how to build trust and credibility with your clients. This is super important. This is very, very important. If you were like myself, sometime about 6 years ago, I was in the process of reinventing myself. Okay. So for those of you who do not know my little story, right? I got fired from a department chair at my college, right? They demoted me to a full-time professor. In that process, I was known as a department chair for all of the North Carolina arts and college department in this whole North Carolina area. So once I got fired from this from this position, I was fired and demoted to full-time professor, full-time teacher. I was distraught because I was known for this particular title. And then when I said to myself, girl, it's a title. A title is a title. I had to learn to reinvent myself into someone totally different than what everyone else knew me in the Charlotte area, in the North Carolina area, in the whole arts and college industry, right? I had to really reinvent myself. And that's what I did. I had to learn to build trust and brand new credibility so that my clients would trust me. My new clients would trust me, right? So happy New Year to every one of you. Thank you so much for showing up for me. Yes. So let me get right into it, guys. I want to share with you again how to build trust and credibility with your clients so that they will just buy from you. 2021, if you've been hiding in the shadows, y'all know what I'm saying, right? Hiding in the shadows and not showing up. This is the time, right? This is the time. And so before I go into I think I got four tips I want to share with you. Before I go into that, I want to let you guys know that I am doing a special workshop for the next the next 2 weeks, right? This special workshop is how the really what it takes to market and grow your coaching business online. So if you're interested in that 3-day workshop, because it's a 3-day workshop, which is like tons of information. It's the same information that I give to my club members that you're going to get as well. You're going to get my systems on how to show up consistently. You're going to get my system on how to attract paying clients. You're also going to get my system on setting up systems in your business. So if you want to be part of that 3-day workshop, go ahead and go to elisemichelle.com/grow so that you can, that's grow. If y'all didn't understand what I just said, grow, so that you can be part of this 3-day workshop. It's going to be awesome. And you get a workbook that I take you step by step through the whole process of this 3-day workshop. Okay. So if you feel like the content that I've been dropping lately, right, both on Facebook and on IG, if you feel like I've given you value there, imagine what you're going to get in this 3-day workshop. All right. So let's get into it. So today I'm going to talk to you again about how to build trust and credibility so that you can attract your paying clients, so that your clients just want to just buy from you, and that you build up a really good following of people who trust you, who believe in you, and just will pay you. Okay. So enough of my chatting. All right, so let's get into number one. Number one is going to be establishing some type of credibility, right? Credentials. And this is a big one. This is what is stopping so many of us, because we think we need the credentials that corporate America says that we need to have. And y'all know what I'm talking about, that we need to have diplomas on our wall to say that we can do this, that we need to have some kind of certification behind our name, right? Well, we need to have an MA or PhD or MFA or what all those initials behind our name before we can take action. And that is so untrue. Your credentials is your experience. The experiences that you have gone through. So, for example, I could not teach you guys about how to market online if I hadn't done it myself, right? That is where my credentials come in, that I've been doing this for 6 years, 4 years, full time. Even if I had only started a year ago, 6 months ago, that means I'm still ahead of someone who is just starting. So your credentials are always going to be your experiences. And sometimes we second guess what our experiences are. And sometimes we need to get somebody else to say, hey, girl, what am I good at? And most of the time, your friends and family are going to tell you all the things that you're good at that you're just like, oh, really? You don't know how to do that? So anytime that someone says, oh my gosh, you are awesome at that, and you feel like, oh, that's so easy to me, or you didn't know how to do that, that is a form of credentials, because your work experience, the things that you have done, have made you an expert in someone else's eyes. Okay. My mom is an expert at cooking cakes. Yes, she is. Lord have mercy, right? I want some sweet so bad, right? And I go to her when I have a question about cooking anything sweet, because my mom is the expert in my eyes. I've seen her create the cakes. I've tasted those great tasting cakes. So she has credentials in my eyes to go to her. If my mom was selling a cake, I'm gonna buy it. She'll give it to me, but y'all know what I'm saying. So do not allow that you need to have some kind of paper behind your name, or some kind of initials behind your name, to justify you as being a coach or someone that should be paid for your services, because you don't have the credentials behind it. Okay. So let that go. So if you're going into 2021 thinking that, oh, I need to have a life coaching certification, I need to go back to school and get my MA in this, stop that. Stop it. STOP. Stop it right now, because your experiences that you have gone through life is your credentials. And you just need to sit down and write them out. You remember that last video I did before in the end of December? I talked about that you should be writing down your accomplishments. If you didn't do that, I want you to do that, because everything that you accomplished in 2020 is part of your credentials. Those are part of your resume. So if you want to create an online marketing resume so that you can regurgitate some of your things, then that's what you want to do. You want to write down what you've accomplished in 2020, because y'all know what? I know I'm going to go on to number 2. Y'all would do that in a performance review. You will review everything you did good, right? You would have all the numbers and all that stats, but you wouldn't even do it for yourself. And you wouldn't even do it to help you sell and get more clients or customers, or to get people to buy your products. Let that go. Please let that go and shine, right? And shining is establishing and telling people what you have accomplished. All right. So I'm going to get off that soapbox. I hope that makes sense. I hope that is sticking with you, that I'm not going to let you off the hook. 2020, I let you off the hook a little bit. We all let each other off the hook because it was tough. We in 2021, I ain't letting you off no hook. Okay, let's get this. Let's do this. Okay. Number two is going to be to show proof. Show proof that you know what you know what you know. Y'all know that's my saying. Show people that you know what you know what you know. Okay. And there are several ways to do that, right? For those of us who are just starting off, we're beginners, we're just showing up. The one way that you can start showing proof is teaching people what you know. Teaching people what you know. Teaching will teach other people that you know what you know that you know, or let people know that you know what you know what you know. And there are several ways that you can teach people. Number one, you can do video like I'm doing. I know, I hear you back there. I hear you. There's some of you still not comfortable with video. I got it. Okay. While you're getting yourself comfortable with video, then I want you to choose something else. The next thing could be a podcast. You can do audio. Clubhouse it's like popping off. Pop. I don't have Clubhouse, but if you got Clubhouse, if you have an iPhone and you can download that app and you got invited, or however that process is, then start with Clubhouse because it's audio based. Now, for those of us who do not have Clubhouse, because I am an Android user, yes, I am. I'm sorry. We can talk about that iPhone thing later, about the debate, my reason why I won't ever do an iPhone. But let's go on, right? But for our Android users, go and start a podcast. I talked about this a lot, that Anchor makes it super easy to start a podcast. And guess what? Guess what? Guess what? You can start monetizing immediately on your podcast using Anchor. Okay. So if you're not a video person and you're not an audio person, guess what? The next thing is start to blog. Blogging is not dead. Matter of fact, blogging is like still super powerful, right? If you incorporate video or audio and blogging together, oh my gosh, you are a powerhouse. Okay. But if you're not either one of those, video or audio, then podcasting, blogging, start to write about the things that you know. And don't get hung up on this. Please don't get hung up on this, because you know a lot of stuff. Remember, in one of my other videos, I talked about if you read a book, you can summarize the chapter for people, because there's so many people who not reading, right? And they go for people who summarize stuff. So you can actually summarize a chapter in a book that you're reading, because guess what? You're 1, 2, 3, 4 chapters ahead of somebody else who would not have read it. But the key thing is, I want you to teach what you know. This is a prime and great example of showing proof that you are trusted, can be trusted, and that you're credible because you know what you know. Okay. So if I haven't said that, that is definitely for the beginners or people who are still sitting on the fence. You're sitting on the fence waiting for this perfect opportunity. Choose one: audio, video, or blogging. Just choose it. Okay, before I get off this video, I want you to have already chose which one you're going to start. Just do it. Don't overthink this, because there's nothing to overthink. It really is not. You hear me? You hear me? You hear me? All right. And then another way that you can show proof, and this is for people who've been in the game for a while, is that you might have testimonies from people who are sharing things and saying how great you are. Even if it's a text message and someone said, oh, that message was awesome. Or maybe someone left a comment in one of your videos on your audio and they said, oh my gosh, this really resonated with me. Or this was an absolutely awesome video. Then take a screenshot of that and start to share that. That's the key. We are not sharing when people give us a pat on the back. And I know what this is all about. I definitely know what it's all about, because I grew up in the same household, right? My mom said you shouldn't be showboating, right? But let me tell you, bragging is marketing. Bragging is marketing. And I did a video last year on the same topic. Bragging is marketing. And so when someone gives you some type of awesome testimony or some great pat on the back, screenshot that and share it. Because guess what? If you were in corporate America and someone told you how great you were, or they wrote you something and say how great you were, you would save that and add it to your annual review for your boss to look at. So why not do it for yourself and show it to the clients who will be paying you in the future? Huh? Did I just say something? I know I did. I did. I said something. All right. So that's number 2, right? First one was credentials. Your experience is your credentials. 2 is proof. Proof is about you showing that you know what you know what you know. Number 3, oh my gosh, I can hear y'all already. Oh my gosh. Social visibility. You got to show up. You got to let people know that you're great. You got to let people know that you even exist, right? This is none of that. Y'all remember that movie with Kevin Costner about build it in the dreams of fields of dreams or something like that. And the whole thing was build it and there it come. You can't build anything right now. People automatically start to come unless you are an SEO genius. You got to show up. On these social media streets, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Clubhouse, all these new things, the one thing that is going to get you to show up in their feed is that you need to show up. You have to be socially visible. You cannot be the best kept secret. Secrets don't get found, right? Y'all know about them hidden treasures back in the day, right? People are still trying to find these hidden treasures from the 1800s, right? Can't find them. But if you show up and be a treasure, be a diamond in the rough, be a diamond in the rough and let people just polish you off and let you to show that you are a true diamond. But you got to be sociable visible. Right now, you are being sociable visible right now by showing up on my live, by leaving comments. So guess what? Other people are seeing your comments. They're going to wonder who you are. I'm like, oh, let me see who this person is, right? We just nosy like that. We really are. People are going to tell you, no, I don't do that. But you really do. Especially if someone's profile picture is really like catching. You want to know who that person is? Yes. So you got to be visible. Get over yourself about that, right? Get over that. Oh, I gained so much weight. Girl, I didn't gain a good 20 some pounds since I hit middle age. Yes, I did. And I'm still showing up. I look at myself in the past. I'm like, oh, girl, I was fine, but I'm finer now. I'll be 50 this year. I don't care. I show up. I want you guys to know who I am. I want you to know who I am because I don't want no one else taking credit for my knowledge and my genius, because I'm going to let y'all know, and I'm saying this and I'm patting myself on the back. I know what I know. I do. And I know that you know what you know, because some of you, I had to come to you and ask you about some stuff. So show up. Let people know that you are not the best kept secret, that you are the best. And you need to show up to let people know that. And show up as yourself. If people don't like the way you look because you might be a little dark, or you might even gain a little weight, your hair might not be long down your back, maybe you don't wear no weave and all that kind of stuff. There are going to be people who love you just the way you are, who are going to enjoy you just the way you are. Okay, I do. I show up just like whoever, right? Sometimes I show up with a hat on. Sometimes I show up with my scarf. My hair right now is so freaking dirty right now, and I need to go get it done. I will Wednesday, but I still showed up. I show up with no makeup. It's just who I am. You either love me or not. I showed up with a flannel shirt that I absolutely love, because y'all know I'm a flannel girl. I'm straight from the South. It is what I do. Show up your authentic self so it won't be hard to do what you do. It will not be hard for you to show up on video. It will not be hard for you to show up in audio. It will not be hard for you to blog. I had to get over that hump because I was not a strong writer when I first started, but I continue to write. Y'all know that I've written 3 books and I'm not a strong writer. Matter of fact, I was in the lower level of English in college, right, that you could be in. I had to start off at the very low that really didn't give you credit. I had to start right there first. So I wasn't a strong writer at all, but I've gotten 3 books published. Y'all get me? So get over yourself and show up and be visible. Okay. All right. Number 4, and this is the last one, and this is probably going to be this one. I'm gonna see if I can quote something out of this book that I'm reading. I just read Atomic Habits to let you know how important it is to do this last thing. Okay, but let me get a drink. All right. Okay, so this last one is consistency. If you do all the other 3 things, or let's say this, if you don't do any of the 3 things that I said, number 4. Oh, let me tell you about. If you do all the other things that I said, but you do not put in number 4, which is consistency, all your efforts it doesn't go. It's like it just goes away, because people want to know that you show up, that you consistently do what you said you're going to do. Because if you consistently are talking about what you talk about, or you consistently show up, people are going to believe you that you are the person that they need to come to. But if you go away and then show up, right, and you go away again and you show up, right, or you go away and you gone for 6 months and then you show up, people are going to think, okay, is this person real? And you have to start over. Oh my gosh, and you don't want to do that. So how do you be consistent? You find a consistency level that fits you, right? Sometimes the advice that I used to give my clients, and I now will say that it probably was wrong. It was right, but it wasn't the right advice for people in the beginning level. Okay. And I used to tell my clients that you need to at least show up online every single day. And I would challenge them to do this for 30 days. Now, for somebody like me, that's a challenge that would be worthy of me, because I show up online, right? I'm okay with doing video. But for someone who doesn't show up on social media, was the first time of even doing video, doing a 30-day video challenge was not the best fit for them. So I know that was a mistake that I told my new clients, because what happened was they would get this great momentum for about 15 days, and then they would tucker out because it was a lot, right? That's very mentally challenged to do something like that if you have not built up that muscle, okay? And I've built up that muscle. So doing a 30-day video challenge is nothing for me, right? Maybe 3 months of video challenge, doing a video for 90 days, every day for 90 days, that will really build up a muscle for me. So what I am saying to you, you need to determine what your consistency level is, right? So if you're not showing up at all in video, audio, or written, then I would say try to challenge yourself to show up at least one time a week for 1 minute. Once a week for 1 minute. Do that for 30 days. That's only 4 videos or 4 audios or 4 video posts, right? So if you do a video, if you do a post, like a blog post, then it should be only 100 words. That's it. That could be your consistency level. And then build yourself up. So the next month you say, I'm going to show up for 2 videos a week for 2 minutes, right? 2 blog posts for 200 words for each one. Y'all see what I'm saying? So you have to figure out what your consistency level is, right? Because if you do talk about your credentials, if you do talk about and show proof, right? And if you do come on and be sociable, visible, if you don't consistently do it, all of that just goes away and you have to start over. Start over. And I don't want you to start over, right? Because it's not really that hard. I'm allowing you to be yourself. If you be yourself, it's easy to show up, right? It became so much easier for me to show up when I just became myself, right? My silly, goofy self, myself that might tear up some words, myself that might either stumble or stutter over some words, right? So myself who tends to say all right at the end of every sentence, right? Y'all know what I'm saying? I just showed up for myself. And if there are going to be people who don't like me, they don't like my sound of my voice, they don't like what I'm talking about, so I'm okay with them. I'm okay with them saying, no, I'm not going to follow her. I'm okay with them unsubscribing from what I do. I'm okay with them not buying what I have to offer. But what I am not okay with, did I say it right? What I'm not okay with is not me showing up, because I know in my gut, in my mind, right, that this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And so I had to get out my way. And you guys all know this too, because you got a talent and a gift that nobody else can do what you do. You just now got to believe in yourself. And I've given you all the reasons why to believe in yourself. And plus, I believe in you. And if I believe in you, that means that you should be doing it anyway. Y'all get me? Y'all get me? Okay. I am still on my soapbox. Okay. So those were 4 tips on how you can build trust and credibility with your clients. This is essential for you to start right now if you're not starting. If you've been, I want to say this way, if you've been hemming and hawing about it and not doing it, I've given you the tips to make it easier for you to do it, okay? All right, so before I look at my comments and tell everyone thank you again, I am doing a 3-day workshop on what it really takes to market and grow your coaching business. This is content that I share with my club members. So I am doing a really deep dive in all the things that you need to know. So if you want to be part of this 3-day workshop, then I need for you to go to AliseMichelle.com/grow. And when you sign up, you're going to get a workbook that is going to take you step by step with me as I do this workshop, okay? The workshop starts on Thursday, so you'll want to go ahead and jump in, right? And I'm going to send a link out to you probably today or tomorrow on what's today, Monday? On Wednesday, on exactly where you go to watch this live video with me, okay, this workshop, okay? So if you know somebody who needs this information, who've been sitting on the fence, right, who've been hiding, right, and not showing up, then you want to go ahead and hit the share button. Let these people know that there is someone out there who can help them, who is not going to give them tactics and things that don't work for them. I'm that person because I'm going to make it easy for you. So easy for you. Okay. So again, if you have not signed up for the workshop, if you're a club member, you guys are always invited. So don't worry about trying to sign up unless you want to see what I do. If you want to know the marketing behind the marketing, then definitely sign up. But go to alisemichelle.com/grow to sign up for this 3-day workshop that launches and starts on Thursday. Okay. All right. So let me see what you guys had to say to me today. I'm going to put my glasses on. And hello, Chantel. Hello, Brooke. Who did I have? Hello, Addie. How you doing? Yes, Miss Queen and Canvas is going to do a video. Awesome. Awesome. Yes, 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 yes. All right. So, looking good. Thank you so much. Chantel says was hiding but about to come out blazing. Yes, girl. Sitting on the dock of the bay. I love that. Gonna shoot all 3. Deshaun says show up as yourself, which seems a challenge in the new clubhouse where everyone seems to be a millionaire. Deshaun, everybody who in there ain't no millionaire. I'm just saying. I'm gonna put my glasses back on, okay? Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you so much. Deshaun says show up for once a week for 1 minute. Once a week, 1 minute. That's all. It's all it takes. That's how I started. I literally started that way with 1 minute videos. Yes, wholly simple. Yes, ma'am. All right, guys. So thank you for showing up for me today. Again, sign up for that workshop. Go ahead and hit share. Let someone else know that they need this information. Yes. And I hope to see you guys over in the workshop that I'm having for the next this 3-part workshop on how to what it really takes to grow and to market and grow a successful coaching business online. All right. Thank you so much, guys. And I'll be talking to you later. All right.